Yeet. All right. So the Denver Nuggets last night beat the Oklahoma City Thunder on the road. And I asked the question as to whether or not an NBA champion, an NBA Finals MVP, a 3-time NBA MVP in 21, 22, and 24, a 7-time All-Star, a 4-time NBA All-First Team is actually underrated.
Is that all?
Yeah. Can I give you my argument as to why I wonder if he is?
Please do.
42 and 22 last night in a win. There have been countless series over the course of however long that we have said, I think the Cavs, the Heat, the Lakers are going to win. Well, what's your reasoning? They got that guy. Second greatest player of all time in LeBron James. We literally are coming off of a series in which the Warriors are the 7 seed against the Rockets. And we're like, oh, they're going to win. They're Game 7. And I went on ESPN Radio with Brandon Leak on Sunday morning, and he was asking me about that game. And I said, well, I still got to go with Steph. Did anyone do that Game 7 with the Nuggets and the Clippers? And if you did you do it for Jokic or did you do it for Kawhi?
I was just going to say we did it more for Kawhi than Jokic.
So when going into a series against a team that was the best team all year in the NBA, if hypothetically, instead of the Nuggets playing the Thunder, it was the Warriors playing the Thunder, I bet you more people, including me, would have probably gone to the place of, I'm not writing the Warriors off. They have Steph. Why do we not do that with Jokic?
We also do it in other sports. Anytime Patrick Mahomes is on the field, we give him the benefit of the doubt.
That's right.
And we qualify it by saying he's the best player in the world. Why would I doubt him? Why would I pick against him?
And he doesn't win the MVP every year.
And he doesn't win the MVP every year, even though you can make the argument most times.
And we never, what you said is so important, Smalls. We don't care about the MVP when we're making that kind of argument. It's he's the best player in the world.
Now, I know he's won more titles than Jokic, but still, we always qualify it with that. CeCe says it's Patrick Mahomes, draw a line, everybody else.
That's right.
And Jokic, we all acknowledge, is the best basketball player on planet Earth.
So why do we not do that?
We don't say Jokic, draw a line, everybody else. We don't go into every NBA playoffs considering the Denver Nuggets as the favorites because he's on the floor for them.
Why did we go into this postseason thinking the Lakers had a shot?
LeBron and Luka.
Yeah, but it starts with LeBron. And you don't say Luka and LeBron. Why did Draymond at All-Star break go on TNT and say we're going to win the championship this year? It's not just because, they got
and Steve Kerr.
They got Jimmy. But Jimmy, as the best player, is enough to get you to the finals twice, to his credit, but not enough to put you over the top. Steph puts you over the top. Why do we not do this with this guy? And, oh, by the way, he's got a 20-point scorer in Murray. He's got a superb, elite role player in Aaron Gordon. And his coach, David Adelman, just took over and has more playoff wins than regular season wins. So he's actually performing pretty well. So wouldn't that indicate some level of Jokic being underrated?
I can't believe I'm going to agree with you, Evan. But I'm going to agree with you. Maybe it's because of his style of play. He's like a lumbering player. He's not like a Steph, even though he can beat you in a million ways. He's not a guard or a wing. He can beat you in a million ways. He can generate plays. We know how clutch he is. 18 of his 42 points last night in the fourth quarter. But maybe it's the style. Maybe it's the personality. I don't know why we don't assign that same benefit of the doubt to him in every situation the way we do with other athletes, because we absolutely should.
Nuno, did any of our experts pick the Nuggets to win this series when we do the ESPN.com picks?
No. No one picked. Everyone picked every single favorite except, I think Ramona picked the Warriors to beat the Wolves.
Okay. And I guarantee you part of that is Steph Curry, as it should be.
Of course.
Right? Like if you look around, the Knicks... Brunson's amazing. He's not Jokic, right? The Cavs and the Pacers, Halliburton is amazing. He's not Jokic, right? If you look around these series, it's amazing. This guy has actually become underrated because for whatever reason, we do not apply the he's the best player in the world, you could never write him off mentality towards Jokic. Even Giannis.
Yeah.
And before the season, I picked these two to go head-to-head in the finals, Giannis and Jokic. And I'm obviously wrong because, breaking news, Giannis won't get there. But we don't go to that place with Jokic, I think, even like we do with Giannis. I think at times we literally say, well, maybe they'll beat the Pacers. They got Giannis. Kawhi is the best example. We literally did it against Jokic, but didn't do it for him.
And the irony in all of that, too, is even in a season when SGA is likely going to be the MVP, we've had countless conversations of the fact that Jokic should probably win it again. And it's arguably his best season. And we still have everybody picking OKC.
You literally 10 minutes ago made a big point when talking about the possibility of Denver losing to make it about Anthony Edwards and how SGA is still in your mind not Anthony Edwards relative to big games, and not about the guy he's facing who had 42 and 22 last night. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Your mind, and you're not wrong. Your mind immediately went to, I still need to see SGA.
Who's SGG?
SGA is not as quote unquote clutch in those moments because I haven't seen him as Ant is. Yeah, I think Jokic is still underrated.
Is that a good thing for him?
Of course it is. Because he doesn't want and by the way, maybe that's part of it.
I think we feel this way because we've seen him lose before, though. Like with Mahomes, we saw him win so much and at least make the Super Bowl so much. Where that hasn't been the case with Jokic except for the 1 year.
Lose before he got to the final round.
Okay,
correct. Yeah.
Pat,
So we've seen him lose, which is why
Pat,
I think we feel this way.
We saw your Eagles go BTA on the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But do you think that we're going to doubt Patrick Mahomes heading into this season? Do you think that when they likely make the playoffs again, that we're not going to take that same thought process?
But that's his point, is that because we are confident enough that the Chiefs are going to get there. What they do once they get there, a different story, but they're going to get there.
But we've seen him lose in dramatic fashion, and I still think we're going to give Patrick Mahomes the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but I guess we haven't seen Jokic make the finals like that, like we've seen Mahomes, which is why we don't feel the same way that he's going to get there no matter what.
But Pat, we also have this mentality, and I know you're in agreement with this, but many people have this, well, look out for Ant, when Ant's never even been to the finals.
Yeah, I completely disagree. I think it's crazy how quickly we've crowned him.
Right. And I think that we should have this mentality of course the Nuggets can win this series. Of course last night is a wild comeback. Of course there's controversy in terms of when you foul, when you don't foul, the Gordon shot, etc. But sure, Jokic winning a game 1 on the road against the best team in the NBA, that's not surprising. We're on Sportsman, presented by Prescott.
Đến với kênh YouTube của mình. Bây giờ mình sẽ đi tô màu để cho các bạn cùng xem. Trên tay mình đây là những sản phẩm mình đã in sẵn để mình tô màu. Mình sẽ tô những bức tranh thật đẹp để gửi tặng đến các bạn. Và không thể thiếu đó là chiếc điện thoại để mình quay video, giá đỡ điện thoại, và đây là bút sáp màu. Bây giờ mời các bạn cùng theo dõi quá trình mình tô màu. Và mình mong rằng các bạn đừng quên ấn like và đăng ký kênh để ủng hộ mình. Cảm ơn các bạn rất là nhiều.
Bây giờ mình sẽ tiếp tục nha các bạn.